Stuart Garner, some nice news for Norton. You've got another rider on board for TT 2016.
Absolutely, we've done a two-bike team for 16. I've Dave Johnson to run alongside Cam. So we've kind of gone with the Wizards of Oz this year and gone with two Aussie lads. Just continuing to push. We're developing the bike out, and we need that quality rider talent.
Is it, obviously, for a team like yourself, which is a small team, is it a difficult thing to run two bikes? I mean, obviously the logistics to get to the TT are big enough already. Is that going to be a much bigger task for you? Yeah,
well, we've avoided two bikes until we got the bike to a certain level, because obviously we're manufacturing our own motorcycle, and it's a big ask to do that, same as you say. But now we've got the bike to a level, it's come the time to get two bikes in. The thing with the TT, such a war of attrition over 240 mile with the 6-lap senior racing, anything can happen, and we'd rather be in there with two bikes and two opportunities than one. So we took the view pretty early doors after TT 15 that we'd be back with two bikes and two top 10 potential riders.
I mean, of course, you've kind of got, I wouldn't say a backroom team, but you've certainly got people with the likes of Mick Grant helping you out. That must be some really useful input for you. Yeah,
well, it's important for us to get the experience, because we've not been around in the last kind of 5-10 years, which some of the other teams have been, and we need that experience to come into the team to teach us kind of, how to win a TT. We're not going there to make the numbers up. We have an ambition to win, and getting that experience around us, we're looking to fast track so we can get competitive as soon as possible.
And is there any news that you can tell us regarding the new Norton engine?
Well, the engine's on the drawing board, and it'll go into metal in the next couple of months. So we'll be there TT 17 with our own V4, but at the moment it's still somewhere between the Aprilia and the Norton in the V4 configuration. But it's turning itself into a Norton-only engine in the next several months. But I don't think, with the reliability that's required for the TT, and we're not going to quite be there for TT 16, but 100% for 17 will be there.
So I'm assuming then that the engine will be similar to the Aprilia engine that you're currently using, because that makes big sense if all your chassis or your frame, your suspension work's done on that. Yeah. You wanted something that's going to slot straight in and work for you.
We've got quite a bit of stick for going Aprilia, and that's not British, but we'd already chosen our chassis and our geometry to run a V4, and the nearest engine we could get to replicate the one we wanted to make was the Aprilia. So all of our engine mounts, centre of gravity, and all of the characteristics of that V4 are already dialed in with our geometry and our chassis. So exactly as you say, as we take the Aprilia out, all the engine points and the geometry will slide reasonably straight back into the current chassis that we're doing. We're doing another chassis iteration this year for 16, so it'll be the SG5, and as we go forwards with our own engine in very, very similar configuration. But the beauty of being able to have a production motorbike and a production engine to draw your parts from, rather than everything's made from billet on a one-off basis at the moment, we can't wait to be able to take engine parts and chassis parts from stock, because the road bike will be the TT bike, and going back 3 and 4 years when we committed to the project, it was always to make a road bike from the TT bike. So we'd always had a desire to make our own V4, hence we put the Aprilia in. So we're now starting to see kind of the final stages of the project where it will morph into a road bike that will then race at the TT.
Well, that's fantastic news, and it is great to see the Norton name back out there. Stuart, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.